This is the St. Johns County Real Estate Auction Report brought to you by Vanta Quality Assets. You can find us at vantallc.com. Investors welcome. Now, let's go to court. Okay, this is for Tuesday, January 13th. What I wanted to do was actually show you all the properties that were sold, and also the properties that were on auction. I'm sorry I didn't show that to you last time. I had to run away, but because I had a, as you know, a meeting. But I do have some sources in there that tell me what's going on. Anyway, as you know, this particular property was one that canceled. That was the first property. This next property, I didn't have all the data, of course, because nobody takes the data like I do when I go to court and take all this data. But this particular property sold for $168,500. It is 1795 Pitch Pine Avenue in Jacksonville, Florida. Very nice property as well. Don't know exactly who it went to, but then again, I never divulged that information. And no, it didn't go to us. I wasn't there. Okay, next one, 18 Hannah Cole Drive. Because you don't have the reserve, we don't know what the high bid was, but I would think anytime I don't see that, the reserve was either high or there was a lot of issues with the properties themselves that we didn't really research because I wasn't going to be doing this particular auction. Next property that was an auction, 208 Bluebird Lane, St. Augustine, Florida. Okay, that also did not sell. Pretty expensive property as well. The next property sold for $137,800, and let me show that to you. 13 here, and 329 Vango Circle, Point Tweedger, Florida, right next to some type of plant. Anyway, it didn't. I mean, it sold. It sold for $137,000. Why? Promax was $112,000. I mean, yeah, it's at 91 cents on the dollar as opposed to the, you know, according to this estimate, but still way over what we would have paid. I don't know who it went to, but must have been an amateur. I don't know. Unless they saw something in it that we wouldn't. Anyway, 96 here. Let's look at this one. This one. 801 Bahia Drive, St. Augustine, Florida, did not sell. Next one did not sell either, and I'll show it to you. It is very nice property at 8211 Hall Lane in St. Augustine, Florida. I thank you, by the St. Johns River, and it did not sell. Presuming the bank wanted way too much money for that one. This particular one, 3015 Aqua Vista Lane, specifically number 19-117. Anyway, that did not sell. It's a condo. Next property that did not sell was this one. And again, this is for Tuesday, January 13th, and it's 383 Hill Street, St. Augustine. Okay, this estimate was about 128, didn't sell. And next property that did not sell as well was this, 257 San Marco Street, St. Augustine, Florida. And the next property did not sell as well, and it was this. A lot of properties went through it, definitely would not have made my meeting. And it is 5060 Cedar Ford Boulevard, Hastings, Florida. Next property did not sell as well. Let me show it to you. Anyway, it's right here. 120 Old Town Parkway, Unit 1205. And as you can see, these units here correspond to condos. Next property did sell. Let's look at it. It sold for about 72 cents on the dollar. A little right on the money for us, but it was a condo, 127 Creek Court. I don't like anything called Crete. It's too close to the name Cretan, if you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, I live on Cretan Court. Creek Court. CA140153. Let's look at that property. That did not sell, but it's 501 Pheasant Run, Ponte Vedra, Florida. You have to say it that way. Ponte Vedra. Okay. Ooh, the next two properties. One that didn't sell is this one, which was 105 Shelby Cove Court, again, Ponte Vedra, Florida. And you can see this estimate was 204. Didn't sell though. The next one, I'm sorry, 240. 240. Okay, that's this one here. This one, this last property, did sell. It's in St. Augustine, Florida, 5265 State Road 13 North. Nice triangular shape, interestingly shaped property, and it did sell for 138, 68 cents on the dollar, according to this estimate. So, anyway, at this point, still, I'm not going to be doing any news segment. Because busy, and besides, I've done it already. So this does correspond to the January 13th, 2015 St. Augustine auction, or St. Johns County auction sale. And remember, never fear. Bid well and hats off, please. Remember, it's court.